Resuming our work. There are a few things to take note of currently. One large problem I'm noticing here is, notice how this belt is becoming quite wide, and we're needing a lot of modules now, so we're going to need to extend this very wide belt very long, and if you know anything about geometry, that's a lot of volume, which will cost a lot of metal and belts. And checking currently how many belts we have in reserve, that's not very many. How many belts we are carrying, that's even less. And so we're going to need to be very careful how we expand this main bus if we don't want to overextend ourselves. Also, I'd like a radar here first. That's really irritating me. Also notice, look at our steel production. It's atrophied. I need to find a way to fix that somehow. Oh wait, I have a car. Ever try walking to somewhere that's miles away, and then halfway through, remember, oh wait, I have a car. That'd be a pretty bad day, I would imagine. I wouldn't personally know because, well... Actually I would, since I just did this. You see, this is what happens when you just try to come up with dialogue. Sometimes you say something illogical and try to make a joke, but it falls apart. I can imagine that being very relatable. Now, look at this patch of regular in the middle of fast. That's not good. That's irritating. There's also some here. I'm just going to quickly fix that. There. These yellow belts are damaging our throughput quite radically. There. This looks much better. Oh. I should probably not say anything until I know it's done. Wow, this area looks like a spaghetti mess. I really hate that. I'm going to look over all of this to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, here's something I would like to change, actually. This can, instead of going under all of that, can go around. And so that's... Look at how much better that looks, first of all. And secondarily, if I do this, I can also do this. Look at how much better that is already. And I can get rid of this. And I could get rid of that if I moved this. Very simply. There. And now I can route this like this. Wow. Revolutionary. Oh, and this bend is now redundant. Isn't optimizing just so relaxing? With every inefficiency destroyed, anxiety decreases slightly. There, now that looks much cleaner. Oh, look at this. I haven't even fixed this yet. What a disaster. There. And There. There. Hmm. Yeah, this is all... this all appears to be in correct order, yes. Hmm. Yes. Hmm. Now, where are we going to, I remember finishing this part earlier, yes. Hmm. Oh, I should probably get rid of all this trash first. This is going to be a slow start because I'm trying to make sure not to miss anything. Need to put away all this other garbage. That's a lot of engines I'm probably never going to use. Obsolete wooden power poles. A wooden box. I don't use those anymore for anything. And all of these first tier logistics components I can just put into there, and correlating modules to be processed into higher form, more complex modules. I mean components. There. I should probably put this here as well, just for this part. And now, there, that's going to help with bus extension. Also, I should resupply on these. Yeah, this is going to probably cause a pretty large drain on the system for a while. You can already see the effects of that in the iron. Now, the assembler should probably be right here, centrally located, since look at how many of that particular component we have spread around. They're one of the critical components we need. So obviously we're going to need iron at some point, and copper also. There, and for this second tier of assembler, we're going to need steel. And we can split that here. There. And that can be forwarded directly to the last component, which will be the only one that needs it. Now, as for you... this is going to be the one that makes the circuits right here. And that needs metal, particularly iron. There, and just like with the other one above us, we need gears. Particularly for this part. This is feeling somewhat cramped. Perhaps move some of this iron this way and manufacture many gears here. Actually, we're going to need so many circuits that we're probably going to want to do the same with that. Yes, this is going to be a larger module. It may even take up too much room for this small area. I should overhaul all of this, actually. No. This is bad. So the copper should go to the cable production, which should probably be somewhere around here. I should probably switch these two, their locations. There. Now. Oh, this fits the plan perfectly. So now, what we can do here is we can diverge the copper here to the cable production. This way, which will spew out cables to the right. That's a lot of cables. And then after that, it can combine with this iron to form the feed for the circuits. Routing is critical. There, and now just increase the feed rate of those. Now we can focus on these two parts. The only final parts necessary, the manufacture of these two. And so now gear and circuit can combine into one line, and steel can be moved forward, and so can iron. The second one does not need iron, but it does need the previous type of machine, and so we can supply that. There, and so that can move forward, and so can this. My idea is to keep all this complication localized into a smaller spaghetti mess to keep it from pervading its way into everything. The problem is not gone, it's just reduced. And right now, the reason this is so dysfunctional is because I picked a very bad spot for this. Yeah, and I'm just now noticing that. Somehow. I should have noticed sooner. Yeah, so now these two will produce great the tier 1 machine, and they will require these long arms, of course. There. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough arm for all of this. And then this can actually go onward to the next segment, which will contain which will contain the final machines here. They will need the steel, which is here. We can direct that upward, and the outputs of these two. We can combine these two into a single line. Yeah, like this. And so now we have these two capable of performing the requisite task. We can route these like so to here, and the final machines will be here for producing the final product.